We got a new project. We're out here on Manor in Kalamazoo. We got a 70s dog of a house with an addition. It's actually a pretty sweet place, but man, it was outdated. It stunk like animals, cats, dogs. So we've been dealing with that. We got it cleaned out. We got demo underway. So let's take a look around. So this house, it really doesn't, it needs a whole lot of a little bit, but it doesn't need like any of the major things. The roof's in good condition. The HVAC seems to work. Power's in good shape. Plumbing's in good shape. But we got some, dated colors here. So we're gonna get the siding painted up. It's actually in pretty good shape as a whole, so there's no real reason to replace it. We got to get rid of this awning though. That thing's got to go. Obviously this deck, this is something else, but let's keep taking a look around the outside. Now most of these windows are in pretty good shape, but we're gonna paint this. The wood isn't rotted, it's actually in great shape. Somebody's been taking care of it through the years, so we just need to get a coat of paint on that, make sure the windows are functional, and we're good there. You can see most of these windows, they've all been replaced already. Let's see here. We have more replaced windows, dirty siding. It's in good shape. We just need to get it painted up. A nice little backyard. We got to get that shed taken care of. That thing's got to go. There's no floor left to it. But one of the things we got to kind of deal with this property, obviously some gutter work that needs to be done because that's not going to fly. We got more new windows here, but I don't know if you can see it up here. We have like a tree that fell down and it damaged the siding. So we do have a couple spots where we're going to try to straighten it out a little bit, and then we're going to go with a darker paint color to help hide some of those imperfections, and then you typically don't want to use like a glossy finish if you can avoid it. So we'll probably go with more of like a matte satin kind of finish, limit the gloss and darken the color just so that's not obvious once everything gets wrapped up. Other than that, that's the primary issue in all the siding. So to re-side the whole house just for that doesn't seem worth it. So this whole back section here is an addition that they put on, which is pretty sweet. You'll see it when we get inside. We got a nice bay window here. This whole addition has a huge room with a fireplace and a loft upstairs. It's a pretty sweet layout. Obviously this yard is going to need some work. We get rid of the shed, we replace this wannabe little deck here, and then just clean this place up, get it painted. I mean, the outside isn't a whole lot of work as a whole. It wasn't even locked. Went to Kim in the house and the door was just sitting there wide open, and cat just scurries out as I walk up to it. So yeah, this room is freaking awesome. This is the addition. You got awesome vaulted ceilings, leads up into kind of like a master suite loft area. We got a window, a skylight window, which is pretty cool. This giant fireplace is amazing, huge selling point. What we think was kind of a laundry chute, we're gonna get that covered up because that doesn't work. Get this walled off, you'll see why here in a little bit. But this door it doesn't really work, and it takes away from what could be living room space, a table, whatever you want. So yeah, I love this room though. Let's go upstairs, take a look at the loft. So here we got the loft area. You got still high vaulted ceilings even though you're up here. You got a small little full bathroom. It's got a shower, not a full tub, but shower, toilet, vanity, nice little bathroom. And then we kind of got this little extra bonus room out here. I think we're gonna have to add some railings to kind of make it a real kind of deck hangout area because it's pretty sweet. So we got this space out here. So right off this master kind of suite area, you have this door. It is kind of awkward because it's a high step. It's not like your typical deck, but you have this almost flat roof that, we're gonna trim all these trees back, get this place under control, add a railing, figure out how we can add a railing without, adding penetrations into the roof. So we're gonna have to go into the fascia and kind of work that out without screwing stuff up. So not quite sure what the solution there is, but we'll come up with something. Keep everything watertight, but this is going to be a great area. This is a nice little hangout spot. Have your coffee in the morning, your cocktails at night. It's a nice little addition. So it's kind of weird. We came in through the back door, but this is kind of the cool room, so I kind of wanted to show it off first. But so from the back, this could almost be its own suite altogether. You could almost rent this or in-law suite, kind of this whole section of the house. It's pretty cool because then you get into kind of the main original section of the house. So as we come this way, so this is more kind of like your formal dining room area. You got some nice windows looking out back once you get rid of that ugly shed out there. This will realistically be kind of like your mudroom area. So I think realistically you're going to come through this door, you're going to drop your coats, whatnot, because there's not like a mud room, but this is kind of the entryway mudroom. So it's pretty big, it's pretty nice. As we get over into here, you have your kitchen. As you can see, we already gutted this thing. It was definitely ugly. We can flash just some pictures here. We took some before pictures. This kitchen, there was because we couldn't even make eye contact right here because the cabinets came down, made this place feel so small. So we're gonna add in our cabinets, figure out how we're gonna lay out this kitchen, probably bring it out into like an island with a bar overhang, kind of give you a little bar area, open it up and keep the upper cabinets out of there so you don't have that in your face feeling. It makes the room just feel small. Anytime you can open it up, especially when you come right out of the vaulted room, you come in here and then you got this thing right in your face. It's a very, very different contrasted feeling as you walked through it. So it had to go. So here you have your living room, nice big window. It's actually a really good sized room. We had some water damage from before the roof got repaired. So we'll have to address this. You can see we already, common theme in like all of our houses, there's sections of water damage and we have to cut it out. These floor joists are actually in great condition, so we can go right back over it. We just got to clean them up. We'll get everything kind of mold killer down, and then we'll get the kills in there to make sure everything's sealed up and we don't have any animal smells when we get done with this place. So here's another kind of bonus room. Before the addition, this was the third bedroom. We still don't have a light at the moment, but we'll get there. Obviously, we're in demo mode, not fixed mode. But this was a bedroom at one point before the addition. Now there's no windows to it, there's no closet. It's really just an office or a little bonus room or storage or whatever. And if you remember in that big room, this door leads into there. So if we come through here, we are right back into the big fireplace room. So it's kind of nice that you wouldn't have to go all the way around, but just from a flow in the living room and making this room a little more user-friendly, we're just gonna wall off that door, get rid of it all together. So let's go take a look at a couple of the bedrooms. And this is the bathroom. There's 3 bathrooms in this house, which is awesome. But from a remodel standpoint, that can get expensive. One of the areas we really lucked out on is like the tub in here and the showers in the other 2 bathrooms are in pretty decent shape. So we can just clean those up, get them looking good, redo everything around it, and really cut down on the bathroom remodels. Because basically, other than drywall, floor, and paint, which we have to do everywhere else, bathroom-wise, it's just the vanity, a mirror, and a toilet, and we're done. So our bathroom budget was thankfully a little lower than it is on a lot of projects. So here is one of the bedrooms downstairs. So technically, this is a 3-bedroom, 3 legal bedrooms. But then you'll see once we get downstairs, there's a whole finished basement down there that has 2 bedrooms, but they're not actually bedrooms because there's no legal egress window. So that is something that the next owner, they could add some egress windows and make this a 5-bedroom house, which would be huge. So this room here, we're trying to minimize our rabbit hole, and frankly, for what we paid for the house, we can't afford to go rip out all the paneling, put up the drywall. It's not going to make a big enough difference in the sale price to justify the cost on this place. So all this paneling, we're just going to clean up, make sure the holes are filled in, and then we'll end up painting it. Same thing with the paneling downstairs. Just modernizing it the best we can without ripping out and doing 1,500 square feet worth of drywall. That's no fun. So here's our 3rd bedroom and final legal bedroom. On the upstairs, good sized bedroom. We are gonna end up going over all this hardwood floor with vinyl, which does kind of suck, but it's got so much damage, especially in the living room. It's just not worth it. So we're gonna be fixing it up and just going over it with laminate. You can see we're still good. We got new windows throughout. So this is flooring, fix the drywall, paint this thing, get a new light in, and I mean this room is done. This is one of the easiest rooms in the house. Into the basement. Then you get down here and you're like, it's not a dungeon. We do have, my favorite fucking drop ceiling shit again. You guys know how much I love this. Nice thing is, all this has been painted before, it's been cleaned up. Somebody has put some serious money into this damn house. Between the addition and getting this actually squared away. So we're gonna take all this drop ceiling down. We're gonna paint it black like we normally do, just to save on, the drywall work, and paint these walls, paint all the paneling, and we'll be good to go. Whoop, little HVAC came with it. All right, I hate to paint over this because personally this is I don't know, going back to Grandpa's cabin up north when I was a kid or something, because this paneling is amazing. But I think it's very buyer specific. Some people are gonna love it, some people are gonna hate it. So for that reason, we're just gonna neutralize it. We're gonna paint it, take out all these drop ceilings in here too, paint the ceiling black, give us some decent lights in this thing. And you know, this is one of the bedrooms that isn't a bedroom. It's non-conforming because this is an illegal egress window. But as you can see, but yeah, cut into the wall, put in your window. You got to dig the hole and have like the egress tunnel outside. But yeah, you absolutely can. We just typically try to avoid it because from a flip standpoint, it's really worth it. We're trying to just get this place done, get it livable, and you know, not go too crazy because we could go down some rabbit holes and really spend some money if we're not careful. Over here we have our laundry room, our utility room. Furnace appears to be in good shape. The water heater appears to be in good shape. The washer and dryer, we're gonna get those out of here. They're older, nothing super fancy. Just get this place cleaned up. We're gonna do like a sheet vinyl. We don't need to get fancy in this room with nice flooring, but we are gonna floor it. And then back here, I don't think there's a light. Oh yeah, look at that light. We have kind of the ugliest little tiny bathroom, but we'll clean that up, and that's our third bathroom. So you do have a bathroom down here, which is nice. So if you make these, you know, these bedrooms egress. In here, more of the same. Ripping down all this nasty, stupid drop ceiling. Get rid of that, paint it black. This is gonna be a nice little bonus room. So that kind of wraps up Manor here in Kalamazoo. It's gonna be a 3-bedroom. You're gonna have like 2,900 square feet of finished square feet. This house is absolutely huge. You look at it from the outside and you're like, oh, that's kind of a nice house. You get in here and it just keeps going. The place is huge. It's like twice as big as anything else in the neighborhood. So I think we're gonna have an awesome house when we're done. I think the future owners are gonna love this place. So if you got a rehab, you got, you know, whether it's something like this or, you know, even just something small, you got a room you need to redo, or you got a rental house, a tenant moved out and somebody needs to go through and really give that place tender love and care. BrickTree's the people to do it. We understand the ROI. We understand when to put in vinyl and when to put in, you know, carpet, when it's worth it, when it's not. You know, if you got a tenant, let's keep vinyl in there if we can. Spend the extra money. It might actually last between tenants. You know, carpet never does. But anyway, if you got a rehab, keep BrickTree in mind. Give us a call. We can help you out.